Hello squad, it is Solitaire X coming to you live and in person from New Zealand, and I'm going to have a look at over 100 different camp items that will either light your camp better than some lights or give a really cool glowing effect. So I've ranked them from most glowy to least glowy, and there's some in there that look like they should glow or give off light, but they really don't. So these are just the plans that I have unlocked. I'm sure there are a whole bunch more that I just don't have available to me. And with some creative merging, you can jam these into walls, into cabinets, into anything really, which is now made super easy with the relaxed building rules. And you can use it to give you some hidden lighting, some backlighting, and it means you won't be eating into your precious lighting budget. Alright, let's get started. So what I've done is built us a little show home to use for all these examples, and I'm inside the soundstage shelter because it's big and you can turn all the lights out. So for reference, lights on, and lights out. She's pretty dark. Alright, and in no particular order, I'm starting with the strongest glowy items. We've got the plasma balls, so this is with lights on, and here we are with the lights off. Okay, next up we have the wall mounted spotlight, which I think is actually underrated because not only does it light things, but it also moves. And the turret spotlight. Number 3 on the list is the Tesla arc. I mean, that's pretty bright. It's going to run its course and blow itself up, but while it's running, it's pretty cool. So this is the Brotherhood of Steel power armor station, and as you can see, it gives off quite a lot of light. And the same with the power armor chassis display, Brotherhood of Steel. Nice and bright. The Nuka quantum bottle balloon gives off gorgeous light. Glowing asteroid, this one gives off a lot of cool different colors. The aquarium pillar, this one gives off subtle light, but it's pretty bright. Number 10 is the enlightened lanterns. This one is a winner in so many ways. This will light a lot of area and also really handy for sticking into things to make some cool hidden lighting. Number 11 on my list is the Quintino signs A and B. Fantastic lighting out of these two. Number 12 is the Slocum Joe's sign. Not only is this bright as heck, but again, it's also animated, so that's really cool. Okay, so that's it for my really bright ones. Let's take a look at all the medium ones, and I'll try to flick through these as fast as I can, or we'll all be here forever. Okay, and starting off this list at number 13 is the Tesla coils. These give off some pretty cool glowy effects. The modular mainframes. Both of the jukeboxes give off some great lighting. All of the television sets give off a cool glow. This one gives off a little more than the others. All of the firework launchers. Keeping in mind they have to be physically connected. And this cool firework spinny thing. The West Virginia slot machine. And the world's biggest slot machine. And then we have things you can display like hallucinogen canisters, some ammo like the Alien Blaster Round, plasma cartridges, high radiation fluids. They give off a neat glow, and you can hide the chessboards, you all know how. Wakakami, this gives off a lot of light. The Wasteland Snowman, the Holiday Tree, the Lizard Terrarium, the Candelabras, the Witch's Cauldron, this neon clock, hopeless, but it glows, so it's on the list. And the Toxic Barrel, this would have to be one of my favourite pieces of lighting equipment. I love this thing, gives amazing light. Any one of these three signs will give you some nice lighting. This Neapolitan sign, this has great lighting. This is something that you can shove into a wall like that and give yourself some neat backlighting, some hidden lighting. The Blood Eagle Totem, this will give out not a whole lot of light, but he has fire, so he's cool, he's on the list. Everybody's favourite, if you can't guess what is hiding in this little pot plant, what's making it glow so pretty? It is, of course, your favourite and mine, the Holiday Village Post. This is a little gold mine of light. Love this thing. We've got these framed wall art pictures. These give off some nice lighting. You've got your powered posters. And your crash test dummies. They give off some neat lights too. Things in jars give out some nice glows. Like these ones here, giving out the green. Bottled eel gives out that nice soft glow. Pickled brains. But definitely the winner in that category is the heads. These human heads give out quite a lot of light there. The pink flamingos. These are one of my favourite items to use. The billboards. And the giant Quintino's saxophone statue. One of the newest additions to my collection is the ambulance. The mole rat fusion generator. This kicks out a lot of light. And the alien generator. This one not as much light, but it's super cool and has cool glowing effects. The fusion generator. And the melter. These two alien status chambers, which are really only cool if you're using them, but they glow. And this one does have lights on its own. The TV aquarium, this puts out that white light that you can see. The mutated goldfish is here because he kind of puts out a slight glow. You've got the busted radio. He lets off a bit of light. The alarm clock because it glows. The animatronic cat because when you press this button he glows. The radios, they let off that little bit of light there. This hovering UFO kind of gives the appearance of a glow but doesn't actually emit any light, and the same with the mushroom cloud. The Enclave cot, these little lights here at the top do give out a little bit of light. As you can see, it lights up the little pillow there. The alien crates, these don't really give out light but they do glow. The vanity is full of lights, doesn't give off any light. And that is the same with the cosmic capture. It glows, but it doesn't really give off light. The spin the wheel, it glows. The wall planters, the gumball machine, and the Swiss flower cart, they don't give off light, but they've definitely got their own glow to them. They're quite pretty. The fortune teller machine, he's got a little open light, but he doesn't really come to life until you use him. There he goes. The dart machine, again, it has lights on it. It doesn't really give out light, but it does glow. Astro attack, this one has a lot more light. That is what is giving the light on the back wall there. It's just purely coming from this game. The trains are here because they don't give off light, but they are glowy. They're glowy. They got lights. The Grafton Monster wax statue, again, doesn't give off light, but it is kind of glowy and purpley, and I love glowy and I love purpley. The doorbell, it kind of glows just on its own there, and it will give you a little bit more when you hit the button. And these two recharges, the plasma core and the fusion core. Yeah, I mean, they glow. And this big old Shenandoah map is here, not because it gives out light, but because it has lights. So this is another glowy one. This is the Enclave foundations and stairs. So yeah, they glow, but they don't really give off light as such. The trees with lights wrapped around them. I mean, they glow. They glow so much they're just glary. So these are some glary trees. The Enclave weapon racks. They are pretty underwhelming, but they do light and they do have this effect thing going. The Stalker plushies, these guys are pretty glowy, and I couldn't help but notice the Angler. I'm gonna have to find plans for that because this guy's putting out some mad light. The Super Mutant tubes, again, they don't really put out any light, but they're glowy. They have a glow. The Wendigo Colossus, he puts out some nice light and he's got that cool effect. And the Glowy Ant, not putting out any light, but he's got a glow. This Nuka-Cola light up clock is super bright. These Raider brazier things do absolutely nothing to give off any light, but they do glow and have that fiery effect. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you being so sweet? A few of the crafting items also give off light, like the punch card machines, this Tinkerer's workbench, this chemistry table, the breweries, even the cooking stations. So the Witch's Cauldron, the classic cooking station, gives off really nice light. This Tinkerer's workbench, and even the bucket thingy that comes on the other workbenches gives off its own light. This guy's pretty cool. I mean, he cooks with fire, so he's got some neat effects. The Camden Park stove that gives off its own nice glow, and this workbench is probably one of my favorites because again we've got the animations with the flames and that the communal fire pit, the Mothman incense burner, the summoning circle, and the tome give off a lot of light. The goo tub, beautiful sickly green. The Cappy tub is not shy about the light. The derby games, the arm wrestling game, and the Orgatronic Deluxe, I think it's called, gives off some rotating colours. For the vendors, we've got everybody's favourite, the classic, the circus, the winter, Halloween, Locum Joe's, Tipsy Tom, the Red Rocket Mini Mart, and the Fortune Teller cart. The Alien vending machine, Modus, and both the vendor bots. The auto vend, and the flower cart. Mothman throne always gives off a nice glow. The Blood Eagle throne, this will go hard if you're sitting in it. The interrogation chair, this one's quite cool. You do have to be sat in it though. And it does give off these cool animations when you're sitting in there. Sparks and stuff. And the alien bench gets a mention because it does glow. Same with the alien dining table, special mention for the glow. The plotting table, this lets out nice glow. And the UFO patio seat, this one is pretty cool. For the mounted heads, the glowing one definitely glows. The firefly sneaks in there because it kind of gives you the impression that it glows, but it doesn't really. And same with the eyes on the Blue Devil. I think, to me, they kind of glow in a dark room. For the masks, definitely the glowing one. The mummy. And the rusted coat of arms helmet, and it actually has that extra effect there with like the smoky steam coming out the eyes. There are also a couple of cool doors that will add some light or glowing effects to your camp. This one is the Brotherhood of Steel Scouting Tower door, I believe. The classic laser grid door, the alien sliding doors, the alien laser door, the Skull Tower laser door, the Pittsburgh Union Steel furnace door, this large rooftop Mothman billboard. It's bright, doesn't actually give off light, but they're bright. This ritual votive thing, the Scorched Beast heart, the Nuka Quantum rocket, it's nice and glowy. This what do you call these things again? The globe. Spinny globe. These jack-o'-lanterns. The glowing map, that's always a favourite. This clown ball toss thing, again, doesn't give any light, but kind of gives the effect with the light bulbs there. stash boxes, Alien Stash Box and Brotherhood of Steel. They are quite glowy. The Medicine Cabinet Stash Box, the DEFCON sign, the dock is in. These letterings, these goo letterings, I mean, that is doing a lot of work there. They are bright. This is the igloo display, kind of an internal glow, not really, you know, giving out light. The Christmas tree flare display. This thing is kind of, gives you the impression of light, but what really makes it glowy is the glowy skull flares and a couple of Mothman backpack flares will give it a nice glow. The ultracite crystals, they give a tiny glow. It certainly give you the appearance of light. The Wraith Scarecrow, I forgot about him. He's kind of cool. But again, one of those things that only emits light or effect if you interact with it. The billboard lettering, these are nice and bright and a cute colour. Okay, so for this last one, and I've totally lost count, I think I stopped counting at like 7 or 8, and this is my favourite one to use, my favourite non-light item, and I use it on lots of things, behind things, inside things. You can use it in all sorts of different ways to get all sorts of different effects for lighting, and it is the humble Brotherhood of Steel Barricade, the barrier. It's got 2 lights and they're very bright and you can do all sorts of stuff with them. So that is probably my #1 favourite non-light item. And there we have it, Wastelanders, well over 100 items that you can use in your camp instead of lights, and some of them work better than lights, or they've got a cool glowing effect or some other kind of lighting effect that you can use instead of eating into the lighting budget. Let me know what your favourite one was. Let me know all the ones that you have that I don't, and I'll be super jealous. So that's it for me. See you in the next one.